So if you've been keeping up with Liberty Falls, you probably know that a ton of people just absolutely hate the atmosphere of the map, and they basically just say that it looks like if Warzone was a zombies map. This is usually what I see people complaining about, but honestly I'm not super worried about that when we could have areas like the underground area in the trailer as well as the mansion. But I've seen this one huge problem that if Treyarch can't figure out, it could literally ruin every map that's ever added to the game, including Terminus as well. The main thing that I'm worried about is the difficulty of this game. You see a lot of people complain about Cold War and how it was super easy, and really it's just super obvious that Treyarch kind of wants to allow everybody to just jump into the game and at least get a somewhat high round. As we've seen in COD Next, people like Duke Dennis, who really don't play Call of Duty or even especially zombies that much at all, were able to hit round 50 on their very first try of the map. And to me, this is the absolute biggest red flag that this game could have, because I've seen some people make the point that if you did this with Black Ops 3 and they never really played zombies or Call of Duty or even really any video games that much, they would max probably hit round 15. But now in Black Ops 6, people are just hitting round 50 before the map is even released, which is super sad in my opinion. And one of the worst parts of it all is that the people playing at COD Next didn't even have all the powerful stuff that you would have when you're just regularly play when the game launches. For example, one massive change that's coming that's really similar to the Ethereum crystals in Cold War is the augment system. They're gonna make it so that on just about everything you buy, like perks or ammo mods, before you even get into a game you can set a major augment, which is gonna be a big improvement to that thing, and you can also set a minor augment, which is just a small change. And the people at COD Next didn't even have access to this system yet, and like I said, they were still able to hit up to round 50, so that just makes you wonder, how easy is it going to be when the system is actually there? And some people might even argue that it's just Liberty Falls, because Treyarch has came out and said that that is more a map for beginners and people who are just new to the mode. But almost all the content creators that went in and also played Terminus, which is supposed to be a harder and more Easter egg packed map, has also said that their main complaint of that was that it was also too easy. And once again, the augment system was disabled when they played on Terminus, and they even changed some things to be easier since then, like the ammo count. Some of the people that played when Treyarch asked them for feedback said that they didn't feel like there was enough ammo in the game, and they kept like having to buy ammo and things like that. And since then, once Liberty Falls got revealed and we got a whole bunch of gameplay for the map, these people were spawning in with 500 bullets in the reserve of their XM4. And that's not even mentioning that this thing looked like it was 3 tapping zombies on round 1, so you'll probably have plenty of ammo. And if you don't, then you can just go to the ammo box and replenish the whole 560 bullets that you have in your gun for just 250 points. And yes, this was also in Cold War, but I felt like it was more balanced because it seems like the guns just have a lot less ammo in that game. But on to the next thing that could make this game way too easy and ruin it is simply the hits it takes to actually go down. Mr. Waffles did all the math on how many hits it takes to go down, and it turns out with Juggernog and full armor you can survive 14 hits from the zombies. Now, I hear a lot of people saying this and they don't really acknowledge the fact that in the newer games you're able to get hit by zombies a lot more easier just by simply running by them, and they also hit faster, but I still think 14 hits is way too many. With that amount, it seems like the only way you could ever go down is whenever you just don't have armor or you just get cornered. And that brings me to the last thing, which is gobblegums. So if you do get cornered but you just have something like an anywhere but here on you, you'll be just fine. It's kind of strange to think that you'll be able to have 3 gobblegums on you at the same time when we're so used to just having 1 in Black Ops 3. And I know that Treyarch is going to want to make the gobblegums super good like they were in Black Ops 3, because we all know what happened in Black Ops 4. It was just a really bad system and it didn't really feel fun to use at all. But if these gobblegums are going to be as good as they were in Black Ops 3 and you're able to hold 3 at a time on top of everything else that I said, and I think this could literally ruin the game if they don't find out a way to make it work. One thing that does bring me hope is that they said this will be a much harder round 100 compared to something like Cold War, but they did say they weren't entirely sure how they were going to make that happen. So what is possible is that they still haven't figured it out, and the people playing at COD Next were playing on a kind of nerfed version of the game compared to what we will get at launch. But with that said, I wanted to make this video real quick to kind of just share some of my concerns that I have with not just Liberty Falls, but potentially Black Ops 6 as a whole. I could just be looking into it too much, so let me know what you guys think in the comments, but that is going to be this video, and if you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.